Thank you for partnering for this event, because we found good connections in terms of common yes, goals and needs. And so
okay. I
the
think
floor
we
is
are
yours.
tired, but I think this is the first time in a conference that, okay, we enjoy being tired, because we have not had such offline conference in every, yeah. So before a short break, I want you, so the next session, which will be more moderated one, and thank you very much for this wonderful introduction and presentation of the bioeconomy topic, because we are here we talk about bioeconomy. Now you gave us a comprehensive description of what bioeconomy is, so that makes us easier for the moderated session. But we will play a game. So we will play. So online, maybe Tiberio helps us and shares his screen. So for the onliners, I would like them to go to the internet. Tiberio may host, yes. So he will, okay, he will share the screen.
I am host, but I cannot share the screen.
Yeah.
Now I can.
But we hear you from coming from far away. So, and the ones who are here, please go to your Apple stores or Play stores, depending on what system you have, and just write Kahoot, so like this. So Kahoot, and just type on install. Now this is for the onliners, okay? But yeah, you see, just to see for here, who is downloading on the telephone. So you write Kahoot. It comes with the application, and then you click on install. It's working. Slow but working, yeah. So, and for the onliners, they can just play it. We will explain. Just play it in the browser. But yeah, I can open it. Can you open it? Yeah. So if you click on open, then next. Yeah. Okay. The professors can. Yeah. You have then several options as a teacher, as a student, for work, socially, whatever you want. What it fits you. Okay. Let's say for work. Then thanks for the info. Then in what role as a player? Okay. And that's it. And got a game pin already. So the pin is the one, yeah, Tiberio, the pin is the one you have just showed us, right? He is muted. Yeah, so you just click in the pin.
So they have to input the pin and just press enter. Whether it's on a web browser or a mobile, it should be the same.
So maybe we read it. So it's 234-7927. Yes?
Yeah, we already have some people in.
Okay, then you have to enter your email address. The pin is, can you
Yes.
and a nickname? So have you managed it? Okay, so, okay, we have a 5 minutes coffee break, and then we come back to play this game, yeah? It's a game on bioeconomy, and on the results of this game depends, yeah, the bioeconomy strategy of the European Union, yeah? So, Yeah, it will be fun. Yeah, so okay, we don't.
Yes.
Okay, please come. So please come back for.
Yes, really, let's keep it really like
Keep it. We are
really 5
already
minutes.
very late.
Yes.
Yeah, we are very
Yes.
late. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks. In order to keep. For the online, we are having 5 minutes break and we are coming back.
So any problems with this? Kahoot, the pin. Tiberiu, could you say the pin? Put the pin on the share the pin. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're about to start. So also for the online people, we apologize. Yes, we apologize for this delay, but yeah, I think it is the first hybrid. Yeah, this is something that somehow was expected. Yeah, I know that everybody is very eager to play the game, but before playing the game, to give you a teaser, because we have heard an input, a very comprehensive input from Bulgaria about the bioresources and all the potential. We would like to to take the time for a very short presentation of the potential in Romania, in the Covasna region, where several clusters are acting, and I would like to ask Clara to make a very short presentation highlighting the beautiful products and the fascinating products that you are developing there.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Clara Fodor, and today I'm going to present you some bioeconomy models and products of 4 clusters from Romania, from the business incubator of St. George. The next slide, please. These are the 4 clusters, and through these models, bioeconomy models and products, they actually their mission is to help this region be a competitive and more livable region in Romania. The next slide, please. So you to see this is the region where the clusters have their headquarters. The first cluster, the green energy cluster, the next slide, helps the implementation and development of biomass-based heating systems. Yes, and biomass is made from wood residues coming from forestry and industrial wood waste. Next one, please. So biomass, the next one, and is used in smart boilers for heating mostly public buildings. On the next slide, you can public buildings like schools. In the next slide, schools. Next one, bakeries. The incubator house, or companies from different villages. Yes, and on the next slide you can see in numbers the biomass heating systems that are implemented in Romania. The next cluster, the agri-food cluster, took up the issue of food waste and developed a product that you can see the product on the next slide. A product that contains high protein level and actually uses the milk waste from the dairy industry. Another very special product is made from regional mineral water. You can see on the next slide, and is on the next one, and is gluten-free and is enriched in fibers. And as I said, they use the regional mineral water to make it. The textile cluster, the next one is, this cluster took up the issue of textile waste and helps to develop products that foster textile waste diversion. And I brought you some products, like on the first one you can see washable diapers. On the next one, dresses. This dress was made from reused jeans. Carpets are made from knitted sweaters. These pillows were made from industrial textile waste. A young designer makes dresses from used curtains, and these toys also were made from industrial textile waste. And the last cluster is the regional balneological tourism cluster. This cluster took up the issue to revive the balneological resorts from the central region. And these balneological resorts once were based on the highly valuable mineral and medical waters of the region. And here you can see some of the waters. And thank you for your attention.
Yes, thank you very much for this short presentation and very illustrative one. So what does it mean to have a cross-sectoral approach, and how this led to a very successful bioeconomy potential? So now I would like to start the moderated session. So as we try to, as it was explained by our colleague Holger in the beginning of this conference, also by Zorica in the morning meeting of the European Cluster Alliance. The Be Rural project tries to develop bioeconomy strategy at regional level in Letland, in Poland, in Romania, in Bulgaria, and in North Macedonia. We have here also Martin from the Bulgarian Industrial Association. Hello, Martin. And now, in order, classical moderation with cards, with colors and stickers and things like that. But this is something new that we are trying now, because we have to play online and offline. And I would like to ask the onliners, whoever wants to comment or wants to say something, just raise the hand, and we will give them the possibility to say something. Okay, and if everybody is in the game now, so you will see on the screen, you will see the question, and then you go to your app and answer the question. For the onliners, they can see in one of the tabs, they can see the question, and then they have to go to the Kahoot, and then they write the answer there, and then we will comment. one very important question has been put today about the indicators, how this should be measured. And this is also one of the questions that also came to our mind, but you will see later because we will give you also some homework. So if you like to play with Kahoot, maybe you will do also your homework and will help us more in this our endeavor. Okay, so let's go. Let's play. So Tiberio, are you? So
yes, already started.
okay. So the first question is a warming question. Jenny has already put the question. What type of stakeholder are you? Yeah, are you from business? So you can. Yeah, you can select from which kind of topic. The green one is other, NGO as other, yeah? So, so for the onliners, you have to remember the colors, yeah? You have to remember the colors. Hmm? Yeah, it's maybe the problem. Yeah, we have technical problems. The internet, yeah, yeah.
The very morning I
Yes.
said that we might experience some technical problems, but this is something okay.
It's working or not? You are waiting, yeah.
We had 20 people registered, and so far we have 16 answers. So we need 3 more people to vote, to select the answer.
Is it working? Yeah, because of the internet. Interesting choice. Okay, so you already succeeded.
Yes. Yes. 18, so another 2, yes.
6 seconds. No, because you see the internet is not working properly. Because we are too many. 2 more people. You voted?
The last one, it's number 20.
We have you, we hear you. Okay. Somebody saying something in the chat?
Can you open the chat for a second while we are? It's the only me online that can't see the slides on the screen. No, I can't see the slides either. You can swap slides from the swap.
This was from. No, non mi băgași eu.
Hey, this one, it's really giving us some. Okay, the next one, or?
Yeah, but no, but after 8 seconds, it will be everything. Yeah. 20 answers.
Hey!
Okay, so yeah, okay, this was easy, yeah. Wow, we have 40% of R&D. Okay, so business sector clusters, we expected that because we are here in the room, but we have also RDI 40%. Well, this is impressive, yeah. Okay, Can we, okay, this was a warm-up question. Now we go to, now we go to the next question, Tiberiu, which is a question to comment on. So what is the sector you are active in? We like to know that, because the problem that we have when developing these kind of strategies is that we always have the usual suspects. We have our people, we know our people, and we want to have also inputs maybe from other sectors that are not, not directly very closely related to bioeconomy, but but several times today you have heard the concept of co-creation, yeah. So we need to have inputs also from other sectors.
Yeah. One.
7, yes, one. Yeah, we'll ask also now, because we have 35 onliners. So not everybody is playing. So we will ask also, we will ask some questions. Tiberiu, can we close earlier the poll if it is all over?
Unfortunately, I don't know, because we haven't tested this.
Come on.
I'm afraid that if I push the skip button, it might skip the entire question. So I would rather not mess with it. But I think that the people that are coming in later, they can still play. They probably see the question that is now on. So as you can see, we have 21 answers. So at least one person entered after we started.
No, it was me who did not respond to the first question.
Yeah, but they can still join, and they can see the game pin number on the bottom right corner of the screen. So if they are watching us, they can still go into Kahoot application on their phone, or just Google Kahoot and access the first link, and you can see the game pin and you can still join us.
Yeah, we need some more. Yes. Any seconds, okay.
Yeah, but you can reduce the time.
Okay. And this is good too.
Wow, textile, baby, oh, wow. So.
Направи ми една снимка.
Okay.
Направи ми една снимка на това. Сигурче.
Okay, good. Just remember, next question. Remember, we remember this. Next question. So now this is a hard question. Yeah,
Okay.
what would be the advantages of your region if you had a bioeconomy strategy? Just try to think about it. This is really important. Yeah, what would be the advantages for your region if you had a bioeconomy strategy? So it's your free answer now. You can write it in one word. You can write a short sentence. What would be the advantages? And this is now with this question we open also discussion. Yeah. No, you have to type the answer. You have to think, Felix. What? Yeah, but just write a sentence there then. Yeah, better employment. Don't give them hints, Tiberiu, because everybody will write this down.
Interesting choice. That was my feedback. Whatever you are, that's good. Interesting choice.
This time you might not have enough time. I see the answers are going through slower.
Yeah, because people have to think. Yeah. But you have to be spontaneous. This is what we wanted, to have your first input, not to think and to prepare with a prepared answer, just what comes to your mind. No, they will put it on some cards, you will see. No, they put it on cards.
Do you accept those terms from your answer? So if you make a long story, it doesn't work. Your phrase becomes like just a bunch of words.
In the meantime, if someone wants to present something, to say something, to share something, that's the time now.
That's the time.
Okay, nearly there. Okay.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, so we have markets, we have sea, we have, so Danube Delta, Black Sea, Maritime River ecosystem. Then we have accessing new markets, niche markets, creating sustainable textiles, a coherent approach towards regional economic development that focuses on the competitive advantage in terms of biomass availability of the regions, encompassing all relevant factors. The region will be a forerunner in the country and present a good example of a contribution to national EU accession agenda, strengthen the innovation potential in the region and contribute to more greener and circular economy, provide opportunities for the society to contribute to the transition towards more sustainable future, provide spaces for social innovation, a more efficient exploitation of regions' resources, circular economy, job creation, identified potential and economies and important steps towards sustainable development, better collaboration between local actors, sustainable development, new markets. We could have an overview about the resources, the initiatives. Here, maybe we can, to put
Sorry,
it up a
може
little
ли
bit.
това да го правиш?
About private-public partnership, okay, strengthening the connection between economy, society, and the environment. So I would like to comment a little bit, and if we go above, I would just pick some. So this markets niche, so so having a bioeconomy, I didn't think about it until now. So having bioeconomy strategy will open niche markets. So who would like to comment on that? From here or from the onliners? So what do you think about, Jenny?
This is one of mine, you know, also the new markets, because I think that if we have a strategy, first of all, then we will have also like regional support, you know, to also to present ourselves as people who are knowing what we're doing in this regard, and also we can link to another business. I mean, we're linked to another partners from Europe or globally, and this also will set up or try or develop more, you know, partnerships in the or create an ecosystem in this regard, and it will open definitely like potential for new markets and new businesses development. I think new business development more, because when you have a strategy, you're identifying, you know, the possibility to develop. I mean, where to go, I mean, what to do, and then is the word how. So it's up to the companies in that region, but first we need to identify the strategy and then to go with the kind of systematic approach. But this definitely, you start with the strategy.
So would you say that the products, the Ligna are you on a niche? So would you consider yourself as a niche? So because so mainstream you are not with your products, but would you consider yourself as niche? Yeah, and would you consider yourself being in the bioeconomy? Would you like to be more involved as Ligna cluster in the development of a regional ecosystem of bioeconomy? Have you done some? Yeah, what's the position of your cluster in the?
So definitely we're in a niche, because we are not just doing furniture or in hospitality. We're doing contract furniture, which is a specific niche in this business. And then, as I presented previously, we are now also developing this or working in the low touch economy or low touch, you know, low based, I mean, like less touching, which means also less waste. So it's more digital. And I think when integrating technology into the conservative industry, so this is like a new niches we're all working in, and that's exactly what where Ligna is going. So more integration between the technology and the traditional like ways of doing business, which is discovering new niches, you know, we are focusing.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's take another answer. Yeah, if you just we pick from the, if you can see all the Yeah, so I saw an answer telling about this would be a better up, if you can please up, better, so it will be accession agenda. The region will be a forerunner in the country and present a good example of a contribution to national EU accession agenda. I don't know if I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, but I assume this answer comes from an acceding country. And maybe I would like to ask Emilia or Natasha from North Macedonia to comment. Yes, one of you, please, if you, yeah, who of you should raise the hand to know? Emilia, Natasha?
Natasha rose the hand, so if you
Natasha,
can.
okay. Natasha Markovska. You had it, Natasha. Okay. So she want to hear her, to make her, Tiberio, you had to give us back the, Tiberio, make her a host. Tiberio, make Natasha a host.
Okay, just a second. Participants. Attendees. Promote. I think now she can.
Yes, I can.
Yes, okay. We hear you.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hello.
North Macedonia is with us. Welcome.
Yes. Hello. So it was not too difficult to guess that this answer comes from a country which eagerly tends to join EU family and dealing with an issues which are on the top of European agenda, like bioeconomy is. I think it's an excellent contribution to show a case to other areas, to other regions, to other to get this issue on board. And it will create an enabling environment in terms of legislation, in terms of institutional settings, and also all the other prerequisites for application of this highly relevant topic for European agenda. That's why we don't see only the many positive advantages of this of introduction of bioeconomy, like new markets, job creations, diversification of income, and so on. But also for us, this contribution to national accession agenda is of highest importance, and the Strumica region through BioRural project would really have a chance to showcase to other regions in the country how to deal with this issue to create its regional strategy for bioeconomy, and also through this case to also maybe to try to integrate this notion of bioeconomy in the policies and legislation and measures at national level.
Okay, yes, thank you very much. And I assume that this, this would be also translated in the objectives of the strategy. I mean, because it has to be aligned, as you said, with a wider goal of acceding to the European Union. I think this is very, this is very relevant, yeah?
Yes, yes, indeed, that's true. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay, we'd like to go on to the next question. Tiberio. This is multi-select. Yeah. Oh, you see me? No, we have to see the... What are the main obstacles to the adoption of the bioeconomy strategy? Well, you have heard from the Celebio project, the previous presentation, that Bulgaria is starting now. Romania is also in this position. So there are some obstacles in the adoption of the bioeconomy strategy. And to change a little bit, we gave you some, we thought of some answers. Is it the inappropriate framework? So there is no policy, there are no regulations, there is no financing. Is it the insufficient involvement of regional stakeholders, which is the main problem? Is it the mentality towards bioeconomy, mentality of the civil society, mentality of the producers who don't want to turn their production to a bio-based one? Or is it higher costs of bio-based solution? Maybe the classical technologies and solutions are less expensive, and this is higher costs that hinder the adoption of bioeconomy. So bio-based solutions. So what would you choose? So you have to choose one of these four barriers, which we will then try to think about in the strategy development. Okay, so the inappropriate framework seems to be the problem. Who would like to comment on that? Maybe from the online? If somebody wants to comment, please raise a hand. If I would ask Martin. So what do you think about this answer, and how would you comment on this answer?
Well, I chose the same answer, to be honest. Well, in my view, it's always, first of all, about the framework. It doesn't matter if financial or political or economic. If the suitable frameworks exist, then local stakeholders, actors can gather and find a solution for the development of the bioeconomy, in my view. That's why I chose this answer. I don't know what else to say at this point.
Okay, so that means that in our strategies, would that be an objective, that we have to also consider something more than the local, the regional? We have to think also the national level. Okay, the regional, national, in terms of our strategy, you think? Somehow to influence the policymakers to have it as an objective.
Yeah, indeed. Either we talk about regional or national policy, we need to somehow give some impact on the relevant actors, being there national or regional. But I mean, to create some impetus to make them be more aware of the usefulness of the bioeconomy strategy. This is what I think.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Felix.
I'm not totally agree with what is there. From my point of view, it's about stakeholders. Stakeholders can change everything. We don't have a framework policy. Okay, it's the job of stakeholders to do it. It's very easy just to think about cluster. 10 years ago, we had no mentality, we have no policy, we have nothing, only a number of guys who believe in that. And they were stakeholders, they create and they push it, everything in the ministry, around, and they make that happen. So it was all about stakeholders. Otherwise, we have to wait for policymaker to create the policy for us. Come on, it never happened like that. Or to expect the solution to be cheaper, never happened. But a good strategy can integrate the resources, and in that case, the solution can be cheaper or more affordable, working together, having a strategy on the investment on years. So from my point of view, the blue is the correct one, and it's all about people, it's all about decision maker, and all about effort to make it work together, and that the rest can be just solved. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? No, about the obstacles and the adoption of the bioeconomy strategy. This has been, yes, Mr. Pushka.
I just want to tell you why I responded on the orange. We started at Danubius University a bioeconomy program, study program with Romanian Academy for addressed, of course, for the southeast region of Romania. And nothing happened because that region, maybe Romania, but I'm not speaking about the whole Romania, is not prepared to integrate this concept. So this is a fact, and we closed the program. If you want it, we know how to do it again. So.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Let's move to the next question. Antonio, would you like to comment? No. Let's move to the next question. Yeah. The question comes as an answer to Felix's comments. Yeah. So how should we involve the local policymakers in steering up the bioeconomy strategy? So we complained we don't have enough framework. Then you explained that stakeholders are everything. Yeah. How should we involve the policymakers in steering up the bioeconomy strategy? Yeah, no, you just write something. More info, continuous works, best practice example, presenting data and showing case studies, involve as many different stakeholders, robust and aggressive strategy for communication, making them understand, believe and trust, constant lobbying by using existing networks, better promotion of the advantages and benefits of having a bioeconomy strategy. They should be invited to local meetings, showing them the ground realities. Yes, that speaks, yes, for bringing them, yes, making them part of the strategy. Wow. So I think, yeah, we have lobby, we have promotion, aggressive promotion, we have using the networks, we have showing positive local results. So who would like to comment on that?
If you are online and you want to speak, you need to activate the raise hand button. Press on it and I will give you the microphone.
Yeah, until somebody in online wants to say, maybe Antonio, you could comment on that. This about lobby, promotion, networks. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know here, okay, but in Spain, I know of some of the difficulties come because the decision makers doesn't have enough information. Can I try moving? Okay. Sometimes they don't know or they don't have enough information, okay, about the real opportunities are coming from Europe or what are our capabilities to develop them, okay? So for me is a lot about, yeah, lobbying, but informing, okay, and making them understand what is possible to do, and especially at this concrete moment, one of the big problems is to explain what concrete ways to fund programs, to use policy tools do they have, okay? Because this is a question that I am receiving from our policymakers. What kind of funding schemes can we use, okay? There is some confusion now about how the recovery plans will be implemented, will be paid, what kind of support in funding can they define in their policies. So it's a lot about create the environment, the information, the trust to develop the right programs, in my mind. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Antonio. Maybe we could have a view also from the other side and from a policymaker, so to say. And I would like to ask Andrea Pena if she is with us, which is working in the Romanian Ministry for Regional Development. She's in the panelists. If she is with us.
I am.
Okay, let's hear Lucia and then we come back. Let's hear Lucia. So Tiberio, you make Lucia
Yes, I'm already here.
Yes, okay.
Hello from Austria, dear colleagues. Where I would like to bring into the discussion is the role of clusters, actually. So if the answers come in using existing networks and giving concrete examples, I think it's extremely important to make a convincing case for the clusters, for the cluster organizations on how they can support the process of implementing a bioeconomy strategy. So I think it's important to identify what networks are already there. Following your conference today and a bit from a bit of a distance, the projects you are involved in, there are already a lot of networks in this sector in the Danube region. The question is, are there such networks existing in other regions or meta-regions in Europe? Are there any European networks specialized in bioeconomy? And it would be important to make these networks, again, visible, also part of a larger networks, interconnecting them with the others in order to strengthen the voice and to give more weight to the case they want to make for the bioeconomy. So I think that's, in my opinion, that's an important aspect not to lose, to make the case for the cluster organization and bring as concrete as possible examples on how clusters can support the implementation of this process.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lucia. Andrea? So to make Andrea Pena the presenter? It's on the panelist, yes. She's out. Okay, so she will comment when she comes. Maybe she can comment when she comes back because she will have a presentation, and we will hear. Okay, so yes, I think well, we have played. We have got some some very useful inputs in developing our strategies. At regional level, I think that this communication issue is a very important topic. Also, the involvement of the stakeholders. I think that this came out as a very strong topics to be considered. And yeah, if you enjoyed playing with us, we will give you some homework. So we will give you, you can play and answer to some more questions. Tiberio, maybe you can show the questions. Yeah, that people know what they, so, Okay, we would like to know which country are you from. This is true. We would like to know who should be leading the bioeconomy strategy, but I think this question has already been somehow, but at the general stakeholder level, we have discussed this. What are the main bioresources in your region? Maybe we come to other ideas because this strategy should be always updated. So how can we convince local producer to turn to bioeconomy solutions and not to produce in the classical way and do the business as they have done it so far? We will come to Andrea if she's with us, but let us see the questions for homework to the end. But let us see first to see the questions through. Yes, so okay, then we ask you to help us in the drafting of the strategy. This is to try to help us with some medium, long-term, medium-term, and some actions which have to be taken, and also the question of metrics, of indicators, which has been raised this morning. What will we measure in such a bioeconomy strategy? And if you have a positive example of a bioeconomy approach, please provide us with some examples, some reference, and a link if you have, that we can be inspired. Now back to Andrea, which is already again online. So the question, Andrea, was, how is it seen this from the other side? So okay, bottom up, we have to do more lobbying, showing results, better promotion and things like that. What would you expect, representing the ministry, the other, so the policymaker, the financing body, so to say, on a larger perspective? What would you expect? How should we involve the local policy or regional or national policymakers in steering up the bioeconomy strategy?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, welcome. So,
thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's quite strange to be part of such events from home, and I do miss a lot the human interaction. I hope this entire madness will be over soon. Anyway, going back to your question, I think that the policymakers would expect involvement, because they try to set up and to processes and platforms. I work for such a platform. I am in the Ministry of Regional Development, or Public Works, how it's called now. But for the past years, I have been acting in the Danube Strategy Point, which is a secretariat for the Danube Strategy. And I think that if we talk about bioeconomy and if we talk about clusters, there is a priority area dedicated to this. So I think the way to involve is to be active, such as you are already, and make your voice heard. Would this answer your question?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. So we have to shout out louder.
Yes. I think, unfortunately, yes, it is needing to be shouted out. You know, I'm direct and I speak too much sometimes. My mantra became lately, Andrea, shut up. But at the same time, I think yes, because when you live in a world such as ours, where the number of crises is increasing constantly, and the number of actors wanting something and striving for something is also increasing, it becomes more of a contest of how to be heard. And it's not necessarily by shouting, but it's by showcasing and by being present and being active, and not waiting for things to happen. And I think the way clusters in Romania, and now that I see in Bulgaria as well, are developing is because people like you did not wait for things to happen for them.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for the appreciation. Okay, people, I hope you enjoyed the game. Yeah, but please, so if you enjoyed it, please answer. We will send you per email. Tiberiu will send you out the other questions. please help us out and help us in drafting this regional bioeconomy strategies, and a follow-up will follow, and we will be glad to have you also in an online form or offline form to discuss more with you about it. Thank you very much, and thank you to the also to the onliners. And I will pass to Theodora, which will pass back to the last session maybe.
Yes. Thank you very much, Daniel. I think we all enjoyed, and this was another example of not being afraid of trying things, even when we are not quite sure what is, how it will happen. But in order to came to some kind of results or to test the grounds, I mean, this was a very good experience.